So, this was a completely unplanned video. I only knew I was making it today, Saturday the 16th, which is extremely late for me to be planning a video. I was really happy with the Grinch Conspiracy Theory that I published last week, but never imagined I would be creating a part 2 for this week. But when I received an extremely intriguing comment, it was too hard to resist following up on that first theory and making an even cooler part 2. Watch part 1 first if you want this video to make even more sense. So, ready for a theory? Hey everyone, it's CTO of the Theory channel, and if you follow my Twitter, you know that I was supposed to upload a Stranger Things theory today, my YouTube story next week, and a Harry Potter theory on the 4th of January, 2018. That schedule has been slightly altered due to this unexpected video, meaning that my YouTube story is still next week, but Stranger Things will be the week after that, opening up the new year. So that was just a bit of scheduling info, but now, on to the Grinch. I stated in the last theory that the Grinch could have been possessed for the whole show, and the evil things he did weren't in his control. At the end, I said that I wasn't sure who possessed him, but it could have been the animals from Horton Hears a Who, the narrator of the Grinch, or even Dr. Seuss. But then I received a comment from YouTube user Ethanol314. This comment proposed that the real person who possessed the Grinch was none other than one of the cutest characters in the show, Cindy Lou Who. Now, if you were a normal, sane person, you'd probably be asking why a sweet, innocent 2-year-old was involved with mind control and destroying Christmas. Well, what if Cindy Lou Who did this not to destroy Christmas, but to help all the Whos? If the Whoville and the Grinch is centered around Christmas, then it's clearly a big part of the Who's lives. It's almost as if they're obsessed with it. I mean, they all come out and sing on Christmas Day, and the ground's always covered with snow. Plus, even though the Grinch says that he's put up with it for 53 years, we don't know how often Christmas comes in Whoville, meaning it could be much more frequent than once a year. So what if Christmas coming more constantly resulted in the Who's forgetting about the true Christmas spirit? But then why would Cindy Lou Who remember it? Why was she different from all the other Whos? Well, the narrator makes it clear how young she is throughout the story, implying that she could even be the youngest Who in the whole village. This would mean that she's not brainwashed yet, and still knows the true spirit of Christmas. So that's her motive, to make sure all the Whos remember what Christmas really means, and that it's not just a day full of presents. But why in the world did this 2-year-old develop a whole elaborate scheme involving another Who, possession, and destroying Christmas? Well, to answer the first part of the question, I think it's obvious why she needed to possess another Who instead of doing the work herself. No one would believe that an innocent child was trying to destroy Christmas. It wouldn't make sense at all. And as I hinted in the last video, maybe the Grinch already wasn't that fond of Christmas, making him an easy target for possession. The fact that he's just so much more menacing than Cindy Lou Who makes him a much more fit candidate for stopping Christmas. And now to answer the second part of that question, why did Cindy Lou Who have to destroy Christmas in order to bring back the true spirit? Well, it's just like any take-it-for-granted scenario. The Whos took the true meaning of Christmas for granted, valuing only the presents, and so they got their presents taken away, leaving them to once again value the true spirit. And this would result in many plot details suddenly making sense. The Grinch was possessed in a way that he was always supposed to give back the gifts. Cindy Lou Who designed it in a way that once the Whos recognized the true spirit, the Grinch would immediately hand everything over, almost like a reward for prevailing and celebrating Christmas without presents. But then when did the Grinch break out of his possession, or when did Cindy Lou Who release him? It might not have been until the Christmas feast. Notice how the Grinch is the one to serve Cindy Lou Who, his master, almost as a thankful recognition for the moral plan she put together. But if the Grinch wasn't acting under his own accord, and Cindy Lou Who's plan wasn't built for evil intentions, then who's the main villain of the Grinch? There really isn't one, but the closest character to a true antagonist is the one helping the Grinch, but not out of a possession. The Grinch's dog, Max, is really the only one who goes with the Grinch's plan while still being sane. He doesn't know that Cindy Lou Who possessed the Grinch, meaning that he thinks the Grinch is doing this with true evil intentions. Of course, it's clear that Max would rather be giving out presents than stealing them, but he is still going along with the Grinch's plan, meaning he's the closest we come to a villain in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And to recap everything for one final time, The true story of How the Grinch Stole Christmas revolves around the possession of the Grinch by Cindy Lou Who. The Grinch used to be a normal Who, but Cindy Lou Who possessed her since she couldn't commit the actions herself, as no one would believe it. Her intentions were good, however, as she meant for the Who's to remember the true Christmas spirit. She accomplished this by possessing a Who, the Grinch, in a way that he would hate noise, thereby hating Christmas. And when the Grinch stole all of the Who's presents, Cindy Lou Who's plan paid off, as they remembered what the true Christmas spirit was all about. So it's actually a really heartwarming tale, not just the end of it, but the whole story. Even when you see the Grinch stealing and lying, it's really just out of Cindy Lou Who's care for the true meaning of Christmas, and her not wanting it to get away from all the Who's. This theory will really make you look at How the Grinch Stole Christmas in a whole different way the next time you watch it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future theories. Also, comment any theories you have on this Christmas special, or if you have any other films you want me to theorize on. Thanks so much, and one last thing before I go. I recently joined the awesome business platform Patreon. If you really love my theories or just feel like supporting me, it would be so appreciated if you become a patron of mine. Funds raised would go to things like new equipment, and rewards would include shoutouts, early access, and more. See you guys later.